All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1020, Jenkins case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Harrison.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I am here today to request child support and back pay for my 2-year-old daughter.
Okay. And where is Dad?
That's a really good question. I'm wondering the same myself.
I mean, me too. It looks like he was served to be here today.
Yep.
So we can just continue without him.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how much Dad makes? Do you have any financial information on him whatsoever?
I know he definitely makes over $100K a year.
Okay. And what does he do for a living?
He's a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon. All right. Do you have an exact amount of...
In Judge Vonda Bailey's courtroom, the case involving Miss Harrison is called to order. She's a focused and determined mother, showing up alone to ask for child support and unpaid back pay for her 2-year-old daughter. The child's father, although properly notified, chose not to appear. Judge Bailey notes his absence, but decides to move forward with the hearing. She also acknowledges Miss Harrison for doing her part and being present. From the start, it's clear this isn't just a routine case. It's about making sure someone takes responsibility. While the courtroom stays quiet and orderly, what's at stake is serious: a child's well-being and financial future. This case is about more than dollars. It's about doing what's right.
What's the word I'm looking for? Do you know how long he's been a neurosurgeon?
About at least 7 years.
7 years, okay. And you said he makes over 100. Do you have an exact number that he makes?
If I had to guesstimate, I would say about 130.
130? That's about average?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And did you do any research to see if that was like customary for somebody who's been a neurosurgeon for all that time? Or is that like entry?
I think that's about average, so it definitely could be higher.
Okay. So we'll just base it at that then.
Okay.
Okay. And then you say you're requesting back pay.
Yes.
For the past 2 years, he hasn't provided anything?
That's correct.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. My name is Vonda Bailey and I'm a licensed attorney in the state of Texas, and I handle matters that are related to child support, child custody, divorce, and adoption. So if you need help in any one of those areas.
Miss Harrison takes the stand and explains that the child's father works as a neurosurgeon and likely earns around $130,000 a year. He's been in the field for over 7 years. Judge Bailey asks how she came up with that number, and Miss Harrison says it's an educated guess based on how long he's been in the profession. While she doesn't have exact paperwork, her estimate lines up with typical salaries for someone in his role. Since the father didn't show up to challenge the claim, the judge accepts the estimate and moves forward. That income figure becomes the basis for calculating how much child support he owes each month, along with the amount of unpaid support he should have been paying all along.
To daycare, anything like that?
Yes, but I provide health care and daycare for my daughter.
Thank you for saying that. How much is health care?
That is about $125.
$125?
Monthly, yes.
Okay. And the $125, is that for your daughter only, or is that for you as well?
Daughter only.
Okay. Let's see. So we're going to do some calculations here. Does he have any other children?
Yes, he has 2 other children.
2 other children. Okay. So based on 16%. And he will have to reimburse you the $125 back per month for the child. He's not here to dispute or say anything different, so it'll be based on the testimony that you provide, assuming, of course, that you're being honest about what the numbers are. Based on 130, roughly about 130, I have his gross at $11,333 a month, which brings his net to $8,550.
Next, the focus turns to child care costs. Miss Harrison explains that she covers both health insurance and daycare for her daughter. She notes that the health insurance alone costs $125 a month, and that amount is just for her child. Judge Bailey includes this expense when figuring out the final child support amount. During the process, it comes out that the father has 2 other children. That detail changes how much he's legally required to pay. His child support rate is adjusted to 16% of his net income to account for his other obligations. Since the father didn't show up, the court leans more heavily on Miss Harrison's information as it works through the final numbers.
Reimbursement for the 125 health insurance child support amount comes out to $1,485. Now, you said you want back child support. Are you asking for that for the past 24 months since your daughter has been born, or?
Yes.
Okay.
He's been in and out of the picture, but not financially, and I truly believe parenting it takes both sides to be there. So,
I mean, correct. I just wasn't sure if you were asking from the date of birth or it was a certain number of months that you were looking for.
yeah, 24 months.
24 months. Okay. So, 1,485 at the past 24 months is $35,640 a month. So what we'll do, because that number is so high, is add $500 for the back pay.
My name's Naru Witherspoon. I'm an attorney and I'm licensed in Illinois, Texas, and Missouri. I handle cases for families all over the nation. And I want to talk to you about Vonda Bailey. Vonda Bailey is a family law attorney and she handles high profile, high net worth cases. If you're listening to this message and you're a high value individual, a high profile individual, you must give Vonda Bailey a call. What does that mean? If you have properties, if you have assets, if you have 401k plans, compensation packages that are complex, I want you to give Vonda Bailey a call. Vonda Bailey, she's an amazing attorney. She might be expensive, but it's worth it.
Using the information given, the court estimates the father's net monthly income at $8,550. Based on that, he's ordered to pay $1,485 per month in child support. Ms. Harrison also requests back pay covering the full 24 months since her daughter was born. She explains that while the father has been in and out of their lives, he hasn't provided any financial support. The court agrees that raising a child is a shared responsibility, both emotionally and financially, and rules in her favor. Judge Bailey then begins calculating the total back child support, using the $1,485 monthly amount as the basis.
Pretty much after the $35,640 is paid off, the $500 that you will be receiving additionally will go back down to the $1,485. So $1,485 plus $500, that brings your monthly obligation, his monthly obligation that you will receive for the child to $1,985. Okay? And that obligation will start on the 1st of next month, and once the withholding order and everything goes to his employer, you'll receive that amount every month. Okay. Now,
the total back pay owed adds up to $35,640 for the 24 months of missed support. To help Ms. Harrison get this money sooner, Judge Bailey increases the monthly payment by $500, making it $1,985 for now. Once the back pay is fully paid off, the amount will go back down to the regular $1,485 per month. The judge also orders a wage withholding, meaning the father's employer will automatically take the payments out of his paycheck. This ensures steady, on-time support for the child, whether or not the father chooses to participate going forward. It's a firm but fair plan designed to protect the child's future and hold the father financially responsible.
The amount is incorrect, but today, because he didn't show up, I'm going to go ahead and enter a default.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any other questions?
Just one quick question. If my number is lower and it turns out that he does with you more, is that number going to change?
That's a great question. And yes, it will change.
Okay.
Unless he can, like I said, if he can bring in something that shows differently, and if he brings in any financial documents that shows that it's higher, his child support will be raised.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As the hearing wraps up, Judge Vonda Bailey reflects on the case. She reminds everyone that even when one parent doesn't show up, the legal process still moves forward. As long as the absent parent was properly notified, the court can proceed, and justice can still be served. I end this case. the father's silence didn't stop Miss Harrison from getting the support her daughter deserves. The judge emphasizes that ignoring a legal responsibility doesn't make it go away. When one parent fails to step up, the other still has every right to seek support and protection through the law. The Harrison case is a powerful example of why it's important to show up, not just in court, but as a parent. Financial support isn't a choice. It's a legal and moral duty. While the courtroom provides answers, it also empowers those who speak up. Miss Harrison's determination and preparation made sure her daughter's needs were recognized and met. For other parents in similar situations, this case sends a clear message. Your voice matters, and the law is there to protect you, even when the other side stays silent.